Sunday, everybody. I hope you all are enjoying the day and the holiday season. I know I have been. However, because it is the holiday season, that means that a lot of our budgets, both personally and in business, are either going to be expanding or shrinking. And just due to the economic climate that we're all being impacted by, it will more than likely be the latter. So this video is intended for those of you who own service-based firms like myself. I have the staffing agency as well as this business, In Charge Career Consulting. Service-based means that you focus more so on the results of your work rather than selling a tangible product. It doesn't mean that you don't have a tangible product, but your main focus will be the results of your work. So for example, you may be a 1099 consultant who is hired on by a major corporation to come in and lead and execute on certain projects. Here's my message to you. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the hype of the holiday season to where you are being finessed by the people that your business serves to allow them to make late or partial payments. Whether they are your individual clients or a corporation, you as a business owner, as well as your team members that you may have brought on to help you, deserve to get paid on time. You deserve to get paid the right amount, and you deserve to be paid according to the terms that you all set in place before that service was rendered. So here's the thing. Payment issues are a challenge that actually comes along with the territory of owning any business. But in order for you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a consultant, freelancer, whatever you want to call yourself, in order to set a clear line of respect between you and your clients, you must learn to run your business like a business and not a random hustle. So if you are used to working with people who like to make late or partial payments because they enjoy taking advantage of your relationship, meaning they may be a best friend who is always broke, a family member who thinks that they should receive free services, or a church member who wants to put in the dibs on it because they've known you all your life. Or maybe they take your kindness for granted repeatedly because you always accept whatever stat story they feed you and allow them to pay later. Or it could be a situation that I experienced when I first opened my staffing agency and got my first major client. I had a major corporation who somehow became aware that they were responsible for a very large chunk of my business income at that time. And they used that to bully me on the terms of my payment. And they used it as a way of me keeping their business. Again, if you want to create a clear line of respect and you want your clients to respect your business, you need to learn to run your business like a business. So I have 3 tips or solutions that you can put in place that I have been using over the years that has taken the weight off my back, and it has actually saved me many headaches. So number 1 is to set up payment penalties. So an example of a payment penalty, it would be you setting a late fee of maybe 2.5% on the total cost of the service for each day, each week, and each month that a payment is not received by the scheduled date. Another example of a payment penalty, and this is something that usually gets immediate results or responses from your client, so it's not what I recommend you do immediately. It's kind of a last resort, but this would be to stop work on a project. Now, if you do that, make sure that you kindly notify your clients before doing so via phone call, leave a voice message if they're not available, because more than likely, if they haven't paid you on time, they've been dodging you. And then what you want to do is follow up and reiterate that same message in an email along with the payment terms that were recently agreed upon, and you should be good to go. The next thing you could do is to create an automated follow-up system or funnel that feeds out customized, straightforward, professional reminders via phone, text message, and email regarding upcoming payment amounts and your due dates. Typically, you would be able to find payment systems that enable you to input those reminders. But if for some reason your payment system doesn't allow that functionality, you can go into your CRM and create it step by step. And you can also manipulate your scheduling service to do it as well. The third way, and this is if you can afford to do it, is to invest in a back office system that will do payrolling for you. And if they do payrolling, more than likely they will be the ones taking up the tracking or following up regarding any kind of payment reminder, any late payments, any late fees. Basically, I love the back office service that I use, but I only use it for my staffing agency. That is because my industry does call for that type of service. And they do a lot of the heavy lifting. But because I believe in being personable or high touch in my business, I do tend to follow up with my clients as well when I need to. So finally, and this is not a part of your payment penalty, but because you do run a service-based business, be sure that you remain verbally clear and straightforward about the terms of your company's refund policy, the acceptable payment types that you offer, and the payment amounts and the due dates, and also the penalties that are set forth for any kind of late or partial payments when that money conversation first happens. Then what you'll want to do is, again, reinforce the verbal conversation in writing, get it signed, get it dated. And what has helped me in the past is reaching out to my attorney to make sure that she actually creates my agreements around payment terms. So it keeps the confusion down, and if you ever need to take it to court, then you will have something to fight with. My name is Meredith Ward, and I am your career and startup CEO strategist. For more questions about how to set up a payment penalty system, maybe you want to set up a payment funnel, please feel free to reach out to me by simply clicking the link above in my bio or below if you're on Facebook. You can also reach out to me and my team at info@inccareerconsulting.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the top.